Tom Curry, whose selection for the British and Irish Lions in this first test was the biggest talking point, puts in a massive performance with a try assist to help British and Irish Lions with a 27-19 win over the Wallabies. Wallabies will have to be 2 or 3 times better next weekend to get a result. Before we get into it, let me know in the comments what you guys thought of the game, who played well, who didn't. What was there to like from the British and Irish Lions? What did you like from the Wallabies? What do the Wallabies need to improve on? What do the British and Irish Lions need to improve on? Let me know in the comments. Hit that subscribe if you haven't already. Let's get into it. So we'll stay on the Wallabies first. I think the late try flattered the scoreline. A lot of that game was played by the British and Irish Lions. I want to give a bit of credit to the Wallabies for fighting their way back in those last kind of 20 minutes where Tizano and McDermott scored. Their subs that came on made a massive difference. And there was a few players within the team that during the game that played really well. I thought Nick Champion de Crepney, for his debut game, I think he put in 65, almost 70 minutes. Outstanding, big, strong ball carries, big, strong tackles as well. Loving the contact areas. I thought he was really good. But your guys that need to play well and your guys that need to be your general and stand up, Tom Liner, his first ever starts for the Wallabies. Tough, man. He looked a bit like a deer in headlights, trying to do a lot, but they're not getting much done. They picked on him for sure. He falls back on defense. They put up a ton of bombs and applied a lot of pressure in that regard, contesting for those high balls, getting him to go up. Yes, Tom Curry hit him once in the air, but that all just rattles him, especially a young 22-year-old who's never started for the Wallabies before. You're in the cauldron of Suncorp. Yes, that is his home field as well, but you've got 30,000 British and Irish Lions fans screaming, Lions, Lions. It's daunting, man. It is daunting. You're getting smoked from all angles. Guys are hunting you down. Tom Curry, Byrne, Conan, Tuipulotu, these guys are hunting you down. And it makes it hard. I thought Wallabies physically weren't up for it in that first 20 minutes because, man, the intensity was high. The contact areas were immense, strong. Lions were competing at all rucks, their rucks and Wallabies rucks as well. And Wallabies were I wouldn't say they had isolated rucks. They just weren't effective in contact areas, especially in that first 20 to 30 minutes. While their defense in patches was good, but they were getting stretched quite often, slipping those one-on-one tackles that against a team like Lions that have got world-class players across the pitch, you can't be slipping your one-on-one tackles. That means I miss a tackle. That means the guy next to me has to turn and make a tackle there. That means extra guys are drawn into that ruck. That gives the opponents the advantage or the overlap out wide. Max Jorgensen's try, outstanding. Outstanding to compete like that. Perfect box kick, firstly, from Gordon. That's why I said he was picked over Tate McDermott. His box kick was to a T. Max Jorgensen goes through the contest for it. I initially think he doesn't get the ball there, but as they land, rips the ball out of Keenan's hand and runs 20 meters to go score. Fantastic. Pinpoint kick, like I said, and then just the kick is only as good as your chaser. And Jorgensen, efforts on efforts, goes through, doesn't initially win it, I don't think, but drops down, steals it, and runs to go score. Outstanding. And Wallabies needed it at that point in the game. The game needed it at that point in the game because it was edging towards being a walkover from the British and Irish Lions. I thought Suali'i as well, when I talk about certain players that need to step up or need to be better in certain positions. Defensively, Suali'i got found out a couple times, missing those one-on-one tackles. 13 is your hardest position to defend. I say it every time. You've got your opponent, your direct opponent to defend. You've got the winger to defend. You've got the blind winger that comes around the corner to defend. And you've got the fullback entering the line to defend. That's a lot of options you need to look at. Split-second decisions. It also doesn't then help if you're trying to tackle up high. You need to then low, chin to cheek, make those tackles. That's probably my biggest working point or biggest criticism of Suali'i and of Suali'i, especially in that 13 jersey, because that is your key man on defense. I thought they were massive at scrum time. British and Irish Lions, I gave them the upper hand coming into this game at set piece, but yes, they won the line-outs, but Wallabies won the scrums for sure. Alan Alatoa put them under a ton of pressure. James Slipper was good. And then the guys that come on, Angus Bell was fantastic as well. I did think they needed a bit more options in attack. They looked a little bit lost in attack, and it could be because of Liner being a bit overwhelmed. But he definitely needs more guys running back at the ball, more guys out the back, and he needs, while Len Ikitau I thought was one of Wallabies' best, probably needs a bit more of him or a bit more comms from him to be out the back, to have those options there. But I did think Ikitau was good. His runs from 9, fantastic. He comes back at the ball there. He does a lot of work in and around the rucks, and defensively strong as well. Like I said, the bench made a massive impact. Carlo Tizzano when he came on, McDermott when they came on, both scoring tries, just up the energy a bit. Angus Bell when he came on was fantastic as well. Hooper was good too. Just a lot more energy, a lot more clean at rucks, a lot more effective at rucks. And it definitely showed, because they then scored those 2 tries in the back end of that game. Huge effort from the Wallabies, but we'll still need to up 2 or 3 gears if they want to not lose the series already next week. They want to level up the series so we can go into game 3 with it all on the line. Jumping over to the Lions, good. I mean, they win, first game win, 27 points. They kind of won that one in the first half already. Very physical, very clinical, very efficient at ruck time and at all contact areas, getting over that vantage line when they've got the ball in hand, and when they're defending, getting up in a line and smothering the Wallabies. Really, really sound defense like that. It wasn't just players kind of shooting up. It was them all together coming up in a line, and all together coming up in a line quickly, putting the Wallabies under a ton of pressure. They put Tom Liner under a lot of pressure. When they kicked really well. I thought Russell had some good pinpoint kicks. James Lowe probably didn't have his best game, definitely not with the boot. Jamison Gibson Park was really good. Obviously, his option taking elite, but his kicking was fantastic as well. Great start to the game. The kickoff, Tide Burn gets a turnover so hard to get off the ball there, and Russell kicks the goal. I'll talk on Tide Burn quickly because he was outstanding. I didn't get the official number of tackles, but it was well into the 20s. That many tackles made. He justifies why he was picked there. Outstanding at line-out time, but then did so much work around the field. It's kind of a question mark. Like, is he a 6? Is he a lock? Like, he's played a few games for Ireland at 6. Sometimes it doesn't work out well. It worked really well in this game because he was outstanding. Like I said, good at line-out time, but then did all the jobs he needed to do as a 6. So high work rate. Got through immense amount of tackles. Ended up getting man of the match, rightly so. I call him the silent assassin because he's not one for the big, the glitz, the glam, the praise, the whatever it is. Gets in, gets his job done. And smart of him to wear that blue headgear because he stood out. You're just seeing that blue headgear bobbing around everywhere. He was fantastic. Tide Burn, outstanding. Finn Russell and Jamison Gibson Park together, outstanding. When they've got a forward pack that can give you that front foot ball like that, and you've got one of the best 9s in the world with clean ball, he's got options. Then Finn Russell, one of the classiest 10s in world rugby, flat at the line. He's got options inside, outside him, ball in 2 hands. He's picking the right option 9 out of 10 times. And you saw with Tuipulotu's try there, they're flat, they're getting over that vantage line. Finn Russell gets the ball. He's got the world's amount of time on his hands because they've got over that vantage line. Wallabies are shell-shocked. They don't want to press up because they don't know what's going to happen. They're just kind of sitting back, waiting for Lions to do their thing. Russell goes to kick, sees where the space is, looks up, throws a beauty left to right, triple skip ball, and Tuipulotu goes over untouched. Lovely, classy stuff from everyone involved there. Love that. They were happy to plug the corners again. Like I said, Finn Russell kicked really well. Gibson Park was kicking well. Plugging the corners because they had a strong line out, and they were happy to play on that side of the field. It's smart. You want to play down that side. It means the opposition are either just going to kick the ball back and you're going to get a line out near halfway, or they're going to try running from there and you're going to defend. When your defense is that strong, try. Like I said, applied a ton of pressure on Tom Lyon, especially with the Gary Owens big contestable kicks, Tommy Freeman running through, James Lowe running through, Hugo Keenan running through. These guys are all experts aerially and put a ton of pressure on Tom Lyon. It's a good way to rattle them for sure. And then continued pressure just before halftime, just a ton of pressure, getting over the ad line, strong in contact, effective at ruck time. Tom Curry gets his try, so physical. Love that they didn't go for the 3 points. They backed themselves and got the maximum amount of points. Tom Curry definitely justifies his selection in the team. He was all over the park. Got the try assist for Dan Sheehan, scored his own try as well. Physical, strong. That gather off the back of the line out, that one-hand touch and then collect and shift the ball. Fantastic. That was lovely. Love that from Curry, and he was really good. And like I said, they come out firing in that second half. That touch from Curry was outstanding. Love that then they look to just shift the ball straight away. I've always said it. Turnover, shift the ball, because it's Wallabies ball. It's Wallabies ball, right? They get the turnover. Wallabies are set deep because they're going to attack the ball. So if you're set deep and the ball gets turned over, where is the space? The space is out wide because the wingers and centers are all back here waiting to get the ball on attack. Now the ball's turned over. They have to adjust quickly. Their line can be staggered. They're not ready to make defense. They're not connected. Shift the ball, and that's where they find space. Finn Russell gets it. What does he do? Shifts it straight away. Hugh Jones makes a lot of meters down the edge there. They're patient. They go down the blind side, and Sheehan dots down in the corner. Get the turnover, shift the ball, be patient, you will score. Fantastic there. No, the defensive work from Aki on Suali'i to stop that try was outstanding. Initially, I was like, oh, he got dragged over, it's a try. But when they slowed it down, the no-arms tackle, maybe, like he looked to go for no-arms, Ben Earl, but he definitely led with a shoulder like that, so that was different. It's a dangerous way to tackle because his head's down straight away. If you're going to knee on the head there, you're lights out, Gary. But anyway, they passed on that. They said there was initially arms in the tackle. Suali'i gets dragged over, but he's only dragged over because Aki's got his hands on the ball. They're trying to make a clean out, and he's too strong there. So he done really well for that. That was a huge play because that could have been a massive turning point in the game for sure. And then I just thought Jamison Gibson Park, if it wasn't Ty Byrne that got man of the match, I thought Gibson Park would have got man of the match. He's outstanding, like he does time and time again for Ireland. Just so good, man. When he's got a forward pack going forward, giving him good, clean ball, the ball is just there on a platter and he's got options. He, 9 out of 10 times, picks, like Finn Russell, picks the correct option. His long balls, outstanding, flat, always hitting the guy on the chest, and it's just so hard to defend because he's taking out 3 or 4 defenders just with a pass. Fantastic. Controlled their tempo on attack, kicked really well, and he was outstanding. What did you guys think of it? What changes need to be made, if any? What did you think of the Lions' performance? What did you think of the Wallabies' performance? Were you at the game? It sounded like it was humming. It was just Lions, Lions. Love it. Absolutely love it. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought of it. Hit that subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you next time. Bye.